Hey guys, and welcome back to today's video. So today I'm going to be talking about the biggest challenges between high school and college. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're probably about to transition into college, which is super exciting. It's so crazy when I think about how long ago it's been since I was in high school. It's been 4 years ago. That's so crazy. It literally feels like yesterday. So first thing I should say is enjoy every minute of college. It goes super fast. If you guys are new to my channel, hi, I'm Meredith and I am going to be a senior at Florida State University. I love my school, go Noles, but I do post a lot of college related videos here on my channel as well as beauty and lifestyle videos. So if you guys are new, be sure to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. But yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about the differences between high school and college, what to expect, what to prepare for, and yeah, if you guys are interested, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I would have to just say is the workload in general, and I feel like it definitely is dependent upon your major and what school you're going to. It can totally change due to the program you're in, but overall I want to say that once you're done with your first 2 years, your prereqs, college is actually not that bad. And the reason why I say that is not because of maybe how difficult the subject is, but because you're in a major that you're interested in. I think that in general makes what you're doing more fun and easy. And so for instance, like when you're in high school and you're sitting through a chemistry class and you know for a fact you want nothing to do with chemistry, then you're not really gonna put as much effort or apply yourself usually as much, and you're not gonna show as much interest, and so it's just not gonna come as easy to you. And so I think that in general makes things a lot more difficult. When you get more into your course major classes, you find them easier because you enjoy what you're learning, and I think that makes all the difference. I will say right off the bat though, depending like I said on the university you're going to, be prepared for help to be a lot harder to access, and make sure you're on top of like all your school's resources. So I can only speak upon my school, but for instance, I know at my school that there are big lecture style classes for more of like the prereqs because a lot of students obviously are required to take them. So for instance, I mean, in general, I actually had to retake an accounting class because I transferred schools and whatnot. And so I was taking Financial Accounting 1, and I was in a lecture style classroom with over 400 kids. And so obviously not everyone's gonna be able to have one-on-one time with the professor. It's almost impossible. Actually, probably is impossible. And so obviously compared to high school where you're in like 20 kids classroom, everyone's able to kind of form a relationship with that professor. You have a lot more time to do so. So just keep in mind that you're gonna have to scout out your own resource. Like you're gonna have to scout out your own help, and what I mean by that is like make sure you figure out when the TA office hours are, go find tutoring on campus, go get some outside tutoring. Like it's something that you have to take into your own hands, which I guess you do in high school too, but it's a lot easier, whereas in college it's a lot more difficult to do. Okay, the next difference I would have to say is definitely the usability of making friends. And now this can go either way, again, depending on the school you're going to, how big it is, but I feel like overall it can be harder to find your friends in college. I think a lot of people go into it thinking it's going to be super easy. Everyone's a freshman, like I'm going to find my friends right away. And maybe that is the case for you, and it is for some people, but I think overall it can be a lot more challenging and a lot more overwhelming because there are so many kids. I mean, I know at my university there's over 40,000 kids, which that is, just saying that is insane. Like so many kids on campus, which I think is a good thing because I think once you find your right people, it's going to be a really great friendship. But I think that being said is there are a lot more people that you're able to meet, and I think you could potentially have a lot more friends because of how many students are at your school, but it can be very overwhelming and harder to scout out those people that you get along with. So you really do have to put yourself out there more so in college than in high school, whereas in high school there's a smaller pool of students, and so it's just generally a lot easier just to kind of walk and meet someone and become friends, whereas in college you're seeing so many different faces and you might not ever see them again unless you start a conversation or you're in a club with them. And even joining clubs, there can be hundreds of kids in clubs, so you really have to put yourself out there more so in college than in high school. Okay, so this next one I feel like is kind of a no-brainer, but I'm just gonna say it anyway, and that's gonna be budgeting. And I think overall in high school we get our first job and we have like a ton of money that we can spend on like things that we don't need essentially when you look back at it, because we were still living with our parents and they were paying for a lot of things, whereas in college you really are on your own. I mean, obviously I'm sure a lot of people are going to get parents' help still and be allotted money for certain things, but you really have to learn how to budget in college, which is an essential skill to know, to have for the future. So it's important that you acquire that, but overall you aren't going to have as much money to spend on food and spend on like luxury things that you might have in the past. So be prepared to save money, and I highly recommend, if you're in high school watching this, save money now for college, because everything's I swear you're gonna run out of money so quickly. So definitely something to keep in mind is budgeting and creating a budget for yourself for different things that you're gonna need to spend money on. Finally, a positive thing. I feel like I've been kind of negative on the college side of things, but the next thing I want to mention is the difference in achievements and like the ability to network in college. So in high school, and this is not to bash on teachers because I have so many amazing teachers that I still talk to from my high school, but overall, being a professor in a college, the requirements to do so are a lot higher. So a lot of these people have at least master's degrees, usually doctorates, depending on what university you go to. They have research behind their belt. They have a large pool of people that they know in the field, and so that in itself is really cool, and I highly encourage anyone that's going into college to form good relationships with your professors. Ask questions, try and figure out if you can get involved in research opportunities or start a club on campus, or just ways to kind of connect with those around you, because they have an abundance of knowledge and resources for you to utilize during college, but also after, which is really important. As you go through college, you'll realize, and take advantage of those things early on. Like, don't wait till you're a junior to start doing that, because it can be kind of overwhelming. So if you're bonding or you like your professor, like, stay after class, ask them a question. A lot of times they like to talk about themselves, so ask them something about themselves, go to their office hours. And again, not to say that professors in high school don't have the same resources or knowledge, but it definitely is just more of like a higher standard, I feel like, a lot of the times. So definitely utilize that, take advantage of it. It's a really cool thing. They know a lot about a lot in their subject matter, so again, utilize it. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is maturity. And again, for everyone, maturity is different. It comes at a different time. I'm still maturing. I have a lot to work on still, and I know that. But I think one of the nicest differences between high school and college when looking back is the maturity level that people have. Just naturally, as you experience more in life, you are able to learn and reflect upon those things, and you usually have a higher sense of maturity, emotional maturity at least. And so when you have conversations with people in college and you form relationships, it's a higher quality of, I definitely think it's more of a higher quality, if that makes sense. Whereas if you look back to like your high school relationships, and again, that's not to bash on those relationships, because you can totally still be friends with those people, and I know I still am, but I think it's really cool to be able to have conversations that you know you might not have been able to in high school with people that you meet in college or on a college level. So really exciting things to look forward to as you enter this new chapter of your life. Like, keep an open mind, be open to meeting new people, be open to taking classes that you might think you might hate but end up really loving. I know that's happened for me, so I think it's just really important as you enter this new chapter of your life, keep an open mind and you will be successful. So those are just a couple of the differences that I was able to think of today between high school and the transition into college, what to expect, what to look out for. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are going into college, I would love to hear what colleges you're going to. I feel like it's so exciting, and I'm sure you guys are super excited and proud of yourselves, and you should be. So yeah, let me know down below where you guys are heading off to. If you're still in high school, keep working hard. You're almost there. Super exciting time. And if any of you guys go to FSU, be sure to leave it down in the comments below. I love to like grab a cup of coffee, have a conversation. I'm always looking for new friends. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.